Sometimes you have one shot
One opportunity.
to seize everything you wanted, to develop innovative solutions and create a positive impact.
And then you stop and think, is it really possible to have the knowledge and courage to succeed?
Am I really a change maker?
We proved it for ourselves. Let's be change makers.
Hi everyone, we are Enactus UPR Río Piedras, and for the past 3 years, we share with you the story of Remora, a social enterprise where education and community education go hand in hand with technology, innovation, and sustainability.
With you being part of our journey, you have seen how Remora merges multiple filtration technologies at once, filtering small debris, microplastics, chemicals, and other biohazards, cleaning up to 12 million gallons per year.
We tackle ocean pollution from its core with a 900-hour educational program. We lead over 700 individuals to have safe practices and gave potable water to over 12,500 people, reducing their costs related to alternative drinking solutions by 60% and making our water sources safer.
Our main achievement was the transformation of one of our Enactus members into a social innovator and entrepreneur. Omar, the Remora project leader, is our vivid example of how being a change maker could transform our path and create innovative solutions for others.
In just 2 years, Remora gained the credibility of the social business innovators ecosystem and raised over $100,000 in capital for its development. However, recognizing the importance of change-making and ownership, last October we passed Remora into the hands of Omar. With him, 2 of our members joined the social venture to support its growing impact with their Enactus learnings, leading them to be recognized in the National Geographic documentary Impact with Gal Gadot.
Enactus creates change makers and produces outcomes. With Remora becoming independent, it was time for new social innovators to bring their talents out and create more impact. Today, we're going to share with you the stories of Eco-Synthesis and Celine, our new social business ventures that create innovative and sustainable solutions for positive impact on people and planet.
Protecting the environment has always been one of the main objectives of our team since we started in 2016. Now, we want to reduce our environmental footprint in one of the most well-known industries in the world, the beauty industry.
The beauty industry, one of the biggest and most polluting industries that generates around 150 million pounds of waste annually. Most of its components are plastic that spend approximately 450 years to decompose and end up contaminating our cells and water sources.
To tackle the pollution issue of the beauty industry, we created Eco-Consultancy, a consultancy environmental program for small businesses that creates sustainable practices for them in order to reduce the pollution in their spaces.
Last September, we started conversations with L'Oréal Caribe to create a sustainable culture and reduce the environmental footprint of 12 hair salons in Puerto Rico. Therefore, they became our first business partner, giving us access to funds to their hair salons networks and to start developing a sustainable solution to reduce the waste from these hair salons.
In Puerto Rico, there are over 1,000 hair salons. These salons use a lot of products that come in plastic containers and cardboard boxes.
To create a solution to this problem, we conducted a needs assessment through interviews and visits and to identify the issue of the hair salons. We discovered that since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, their waste doubled. There was a lack of resources to properly dispose of materials, and not a single salon had a recycling program in place of their waste.
For that reason, we created from scratch a simple and concise educational program that explains every step that needs to be taken in order to start a recycling process.
However, in order to transform these salons into green salons, more changes needed to be made. Thanks to the nature of their business, energy, and water consumption that are a big part of their operations management. Therefore, their plans included in sustainable alternatives like compostable products, change of light bulbs, compost, and water regulators.
After 8 months of hard work, 640 hours invested, and 2 months of implementation, the results came to life.
By giving us the help of Enactus, a group that guided us in the planification and understanding on how to become a sustainable salon. Yes, and I can definitely see the difference in the bill. We started using LED lights and eco-friendly sprinklers in both the bathroom and the shampoo bowls, and went from using electric water heater to a solar water heater.
In May, we successfully completed this cycle, and we will continue to work with 4 of the salons to develop new sustainable solutions. L'Oreal will stay as our main business partner, and we will join forces with other Enactus chapters in Puerto Rico to replicate the process in another 12 salons by next year.
We have provided clean water to communities, transformed hair salons into eco-friendly businesses, and now it's time to work directly with individuals. With this was e-consultancy.
Globally, more than 800 million people menstruate every day. 500 million experience menstrual poverty each month.
According to the American Medical Women's Association, 25 million women in the United States, including Puerto Rico, suffer from menstrual poverty. Similarly, 1 in 5 girls is absent from classes because they do not have the access to products while they menstruate.
Not only are these products inaccessible, also sanitary pads and tampons are contaminated by volatile organic compounds and phthalates that carry harmful effects for health.
These products are also some of the most polluting waste in the planet. Their degradation takes approximately 500 to 800 years on average, and women use around 440 pounds of weight of this iron during their lifetime.
And this is why Celine was born, a social enterprise that aims to fight period poverty by implementing an educational cycle to eradicate stigma, misinformation, and taboos, while it strives to create a sanitary napkin that is accessible, safe for the user health, and beneficial for the environment.
We'll begin our impact by transforming the way communities view the menstrual period through an educational cycle aimed at kids and teenagers. Our program is directed to all regardless of gender identity.
Everyone can benefit from menstrual hygiene education. Educating all people, regardless of gender and menstrual status at an early age, promotes healthy habits and breaks stigma around this natural process. This is why we will partner with communities-based organizations and public schools to implement our educational program.
One of Celine's main objectives is to create a sanitary napkin. In order to achieve this, we are currently in the phase of research and development. As 43 grant recipients, we will be using the funds in this phase to create a sanitary that is safe for all.
To kickstart operations, generate income, and sustain R&D efforts, we will buy a white label and rebrand it under the name of Celine. Conversations have started between possible manufacturers that are aligned with our values and mission.
To differentiate the customer experience, our product will consist of a customized bundle package, in which will include the pads necessary for the menstrual cycle, an educational packet, and additional essentials. This product will be sold via our social media platforms and e-store. And in order to reach our target market, we will promote Celine throughout communities, workshops, and collaborations.
Celine and e-consultancy will be supported by our tutoring program for business students that has impacted more than 600 students since 2016 through a low-cost tutoring in the classes of financing and accounting.
This year, we decided to rebrand it under the name of Cascara de Coco with a more comprehensive model that will respond to the new challenges of distance education. With the existing courses, we generated around $300 through the remote prototype model, where we impacted 20 young university students from whom we received overwhelmingly positive feedback.
One of the young university students impacted, Jose Mendoza, decided to be part of the solution. Since then, he became an active member and has dedicated more than 60 hours to developing the team and our program.
In August, we will expand our repertoire of classes by offering tutorship in 2 new courses, Precalculus and Operations Management. To adapt to different learning experiences, we have decided to diversify our tutoring services to choose from one-on-one, semi-group, and group classes.
With our long-distance model and the diversification of our services, we have sales projections of 4,000, $750 and a total of 450 students impacted.
As changemakers, we have gone beyond our borders to help those in need.
It is time to go back to the drawing board and continue helping the communities that need it the most.
E-consultancy projects to impact 60 lives tackling climate action, responsible consumption, clean energy, industry, innovation, and infrastructure UN global goals.
Selling will burrow deep into our communities, breaking stereotypes and contributing to no poverty, quality education, gender equality, and reduce inequalities.
Enactus UPR Rio Piedras is impacting 8 United Nations goals, but most importantly, working closely with our communities to empower growth and development.
Every human being has the capacity to adjust and make changes happen. We taste it ourselves.
They just need guidance and the support to be change makers.
We are change makers.
¿Te unes a nosotras? Juntas somos la Yupi.